And welcome back to Let's Play Ninja Gaiden Black, Master Ninja Mode. And we are on Chapter 15, the penultimate chapter of the game. Man, can you believe we're here already? When I first had the idea for this project, I figured I'd be working on it for like half a year at the least. But if I hadn't had a couple of recording breaks, we probably would have been done with this by now, which is pretty incredible to me, and is perhaps a testament to my growth as a player, or perhaps a testament to my laziness as a teenager. Anyway, in the last chapter, we defeated Ghost Doku and killed him for good. Unfortunately, he cursed Ryu in his death throes, and now Ryu is forcibly a member of the Blue Man group, and he seems dissatisfied with this fate. Guess he's not a big percussion fan. Perhaps he'd like some bass work and liquidy guitar. Could I perhaps recommend the Red Hot Chili Peppers? Anyway, getting over to this way, we've got some enemies to take on, laser crabs and greater imps. I'm just going to take these guys out in a blunt fashion, just to keep things easy on myself, and that is not good. Let's see if we can't finish this guy off in a more simplistic way. That works for me. And that should take these two out. Whoop, yeah. And we just want to get up on this guy and take him out this way. There we go. Seems like these guys have more health than when we fought them. What was it, in the aqueducts? Whatever. No big deal. But yeah, this fight can actually be pretty nasty if you're not careful. So that is why I'm going with the boring strategy of using the unlabored flawlessness. Alright, that's that guy taken care of. Ooh, a little bit ugly there. How much time we got left in this fight? Let's just see if we can't take these guys out in the boring way. No. And of course, for my efforts, I get taken out like that, but that's okay. This is going to be far from the most difficult thing we have to deal with in this chapter, believe you me. And I ain't talking about the Fiend challenges that are coming up either. Alright, I'm not too worried that I took a lot of damage there, for reasons that'll become apparent in a bit. Get an elixir of spiritual life here, which is pretty nice. Gonna want to get our Vigorian flail on, and let's see, what's our essence? Okay, no, we don't need the Armlet Benediction. Let's keep the Armlet of the Sun on, since it'll be useful later. We do want the Vigorian flail. Now, over here, why, we've got the Imperial Palace. This is our destination of the game. This is where the Holy Vigor Emperor is, and ideally, where the Dark Dragon Blade is also. Get a nice little pan over of the core of the Imperial Palace. It's a fancy skull-centric architecture they got there. But, oh, rip. You gotta get in with a key. Now, if you remember that diary we found in the labyrinth in the last chapter, that mentioned that there was a key to the Imperial Palace and that one of the Black Spider Clan ninjas was sure to have found it. We really hope that we find that corpse soon. We can pretty safely assume that he's dead, because we are without leads otherwise. And of course, wouldn't be a Ninja Gaiden Black Master Ninja chapter without a Ghostfish ambush. But hey, this one is no big deal. This one is actually pretty important, because it's roughly 40 Ghostfish in the encounter, and there is another, okay, let's see, 43, 45, 46, 46 altogether, and this encounter is important for a very particular reason. First, we want to unlock this door here, because this is the Imperial Staircase, where we did that Fiend challenge. These enemies respawn, but we're not going to deal with them. The important thing is that there is a key of the Decayed Soul here. This is also Dai's diary. Dai has died. So, he did get the key, but he failed to get it again. Ow. And, of course, the locked door stopped him. Oh, dear. Great. Am I gonna have to fight these guys? Okay, we'll just get these guys out of the way. Oh my, oof, goodness. You gotta love when you can't get through the door because the enemies keep harassing you. Okay, let me get the True Dragon Sword out. I'm clearly struggling to get this with the Vigorian Flail, and I'd rather not die at the start of this video on a fight that's not even particularly hard. As in, it's not a fight we should be having to do at all. Come over here. Oh, jeez. Can I just go through the... No. Oh my. This is not going according to plan, but that's okay. Like I said, this would be boring if everything went according to plan. How many of these guys come back? I never actually did do any grinding here, even though it's totally an option. Okay, this should be the last one here, so we'll just finish him off with Blade of Neridi. Yes, there we go. Now, we do actually want to get the Vigorian Flails back on, because once we go back through the door, the Ghostfish returneth, and this is actually pretty important, because this is an area where we can infinitely spawn the Ghostfish really easily, and farm yellow essence by getting high combo counts. Conveniently, the path back through the Imperial Staircase, that leads us back to Muramasa's shop, of course, so we can just come in and out of here with the Armlet of Benediction, kill these Ghostfish, get a ton of yellow essence, and if you keep the combo going, you get about, with the Armlet of Benediction, about 13k yellow essence per cycle, so not bad at all. Plus, since they have a high chance of dropping, blue essence, you also have a pretty good opportunity to recover yourself. We want to get the Dabi Laro on before moving on here. You'll notice that I haven't done any shopping, so what supplies we have, that's what we're going into the Imperial Palace with, and it is not a lot. I might be doing something a little risky here. So you know what, I want to update my checkpoint. Thankfully, the enemies here do not respawn, so we don't have to worry about that. But it's just a hop, skip, and a jump over to the save statue here. We will make a new checkpoint for us. Also, I didn't really comment on it, but I have switched Ryu back to the Black Falcon outfit. Figured since we're at the end of the game, may as well go for the classic look for the Xbox era of Ninja Gaiden. Alright, with that all taken care of, let's use that Key of the Decayed Soul and get on through here. And
what will he discover at the end of his journey? Appeasement for his vengeful heart? Or something else? The true battle is only just beginning.
Yo, I'm really not sure what Ayane is hinting at when she says, or something else there. Vengeance seems to be Ryu's sole motivator here. Anyway, coming into the Imperial Palace Core, we of course got more Greater Imps, more, laser crabs. We're going to just take these guys out in boring ways since I don't have a lot of good supplies. Oh dear. Yeah, getting a little careless here. Art of the Inazuma going to be very helpful throughout this tower. We've got a lot to deal with, a lot of laser crabs, and Art of Inazuma is just such a great way to deal with them. With 2 shots of it, you can take them out, guaranteed, so it's pretty nice. And we'll just finish this guy off with the boring old standard swings. And that was a surprisingly short encounter. The one outside was tougher and longer. With that taken care of, you may have noticed we've got a pedestal here, and this is where we put the statues we have been collecting throughout the game. Now I'm going to tell you here, we're not doing the whole of the Imperial Palace here. We want to do the first 2 floors of it, and of course, as you can probably imagine, each floor has a challenge for us, some tough enemies to deal with along the way. We want to get the Vigorian Flail before heading out into the outer sections of the palace, because each outer section has Ghostfish awaiting us, and of course, Vigorian Flail, just how we deal with those things. But I'm only going to be doing half of the floors right now, because there is simply not any reason to do the whole thing, and there's a very good reason to leave this place and come back later once we make it to the halfway point, but all will become apparent when we get there. Got a chest right here with a Life of the Gods for us. As you saw, we had 5 in the menu. We just need 3 more after this one to fill out. Alright, let's get the Dabi Laro back on. Coming into here, on the second floor, I forget what this challenge is. I think it's Ogres and Laser Crabs. Yes, Ogres and Laser Crabs. This is definitely where we want to use Inazuma. Laser Crabs actually have a very unique and very annoying move that they can use in this area specifically. They can come up through the floor, grab you, and take you down a floor below. It's very obnoxious, actually. As you can see, this guy's going for it here. Let's just see if we can't take him out like so. No, that didn't work. Yep, he's gonna go for the grab there. Can I get his head? There we go. What's he dropping? Alright, we're gonna take that. And where is he? Use Art of the Inazuma again. Hopefully I hit him with that ultimate technique there so that this will take him out. There we go. And I think that's the last one. Okay, so we should be good at this point. Let's angle the camera around. And hit this guy. And that should be the last one. Used up all of my Nimpo there, but I'm not terribly worried about that. We're going to have plenty of opportunities to refill our Nimpo. Here we can put Wolf, the Deity of Wisdom. Now, the next floor after this has a particularly tough challenge, but it's going to be nothing compared to what else we have to deal with in this chapter, and we're not going to be doing it anyway, because we've hit the point where we actually want to stop. Once we deal with the ghost fish here, of course. And yeah, this is just standard ghost fish encounter, but hey, actually, let me get the Armlet of Fortune on, just so I can restore my Nimpo a little bit more efficiently. Killed my combo count there, but we're at max yellow essence anyway. Now here we want to get, let's put, yeah, alright, got the shurikens on. We want the True Dragon Sword coming up here. Let me see. Okay, it's right about here that I want to be. No chest here. So what we want to do is run up, let me see, this wall right here. And if I can make it. Okay. Yes, there we go. Forget how the skips works. Now normally you have to drop down here from the next floor, but instead we can just do that skip to come up here and collect the last golden scarab of the game. Now we've got all 50, we can turn them into Muramasa and get the ultimate reward for doing so. The closest available Muramasa shop for this entire chapter, the one back in the Clock Tower Plaza. Since that's quite a walk back, I'm just going to meet you there to turn in our golden scarabs. See you in a bit. Alright, here we are at Muramasa's shop. First order of business, and there have been several playthroughs when I was first getting back to this game where I forgot to do this. We want to talk to Muramasa and give him the golden scarabs to actually get our rewards. 50 golden scarabs. That's all that exists in the world. He is aghast. Now, the reward that we've already seen, of course, is the Plasma Saber Mark II. This, of course, is just a reskin of the True Dragon Sword, but we'll probably use it in the situations where I'd use the Dragon Sword anyway, just for flavor. The more notable reward we get, the Dark Dragon Blade. Hey, this is the thing we've been searching for. Oh, we killed Doku and we got the blade back. Can we go home? No, of course not. This is just a replica whipped up by Muramasa for us to use. It's not as great as you might think, but there are a handful of situations where it's very good. All of them in this chapter, which is fitting, as it's the only chapter you can get it in for, really. So we will be checking those out. Well, one of them's coming up right away. First order of business, though, is I want to buy supplies. We want a full set of supplies going into the next Fiend Challenge. And I will eventually want to fill out my supply of Devil Elixirs for another challenge. And I will want to heal myself up. So yeah, I'll take care of that, and I'll meet you at the Fiend Challenge that I've been dreading the whole game. See you there. Alright, here we are back at the Zarkon Coliseum, and here is a challenge that we previewed briefly in Ninja Gaiden Sigma, but now is the time to do it for real. Step out into the center of the Coliseum, and Berserkers show up. We've got to take on 120 of them. Now to do this, I have got the Dark Dragon Blade, and that's a situation where we can hit them. And with a few whacks of Flaming Whirlwind on the Dark Dragon Blade, for best results, you'll of course want the Armlet of the Sun equipped, with just, if I can hit him with the last whack, sometimes my directional inputs are not that great, with 5 whacks we can take him out. We can use that guy's, Blue Essence to fuel an ultimate technique, put this guy straight into Berserk state, hit him, and yeah, just 3 more whacks, that'll take him out. Now, just to show off another trick for doing this, this one's the cheese strat of doing this. We could stand on this platform, take out the Dabilaro, and just do ultimate techniques from this platform in complete safety. However, this is really, really slow and really, really boring, so we're going to try and do the Dark Dragon Blade method, but if I end up in a bit of desperation, I may resort to that method. Basically, if I run out of supplies, that's what I'll do. Whoop. Yeah, I accidentally angled the camera to see the other guys, which put me in a bad situation. But yeah, just keep the camera off the other berserkers. For best results, fight them in this corner. And we can sometimes use the ultimate techniques to speed things up here. So yeah, this is very repetitive, very boring, and I can't commentate this all the way. So we're going to just look at something else in the meantime. Well, hello there. So, I thought for the duration of the Fiend Challenge, we will just do a brief soiree into Ninja Gaiden 2, of course the direct plot follow-up to Ninja Gaiden Black. Many years ago, I did play Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 and attempted to do a Let's Play of that game on Master Ninja mode, and it did not go well, and that playthrough unfortunately ended up abandoned. Years later, I played Ninja Gaiden 2 very, very briefly. I've got like to the beginning of Chapter 4 and just never felt like revisiting the game. So for fun, let's just play it for a little bit while the Fiend Challenge is ongoing, as it is a very long challenge, and even sped up to the maximum, I would run short of things to say about it pretty quickly. Of course, we will be playing on the highest difficulty available at the start, which is Path of the Warrior. Would do no good to do it on easy mode. We'll probably run this for about 30 minutes, just so we can make this into an actual video. Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 is a fair deal different than Ninja Gaiden 2, so my experience in that game will not help me much here, but the plot is otherwise identical. And of course, it, much like Ninja Gaiden Black, involves a lot of murder. Since this is not a formal Let's Play, I'll probably yammer on while the cutscenes are going and make my silly quips as they go along. Load times are sizable in this game, but we are into the game proper. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, like I said, it's been a very, very long time since I played Sigma 2. That game is pretty different from this one, which I've only briefly played. So even on normal mode, I'm probably going to screw up quite a bit throughout this, especially when I'm just doing it off the cuff and largely blind. And this game, I do remember this. It's kind of a weird technological marvel of a city that we got here, but apparently it's also Tokyo. This is just kind of weird because Ninja Gaiden 3 kind of brings Ninja Gaiden into the real world, and it's kind of incongruous with how the world is presented in Ninja Gaiden 2. Also, there's Sonya.
Where I can find Ryu Hayabusa?
No one knows where a ninja goes.
I actually dig Muramasa's redesign in this game. He is pretty dapper looking.
Sonya, was it? Do you have business with Ryu?
I do.
And what might that be?
Sonya, as you can figure, is our replacement Rachel in this game. She introduces herself a lot quicker, but has very similar attire, aka black, with emphasis on the gazongas. Ah, Muramasa, this place is not up to code. Well. Yeah, it looked like he got thrown in there, but apparently that was his idea of making an entrance. Yo, Sonya, check it out. You just notched a higher kill count than Rachel did in the first game. Oh dear, she much more quickly got to the fetish content, though. This did not go well for her. You know, I'd say that I wish Shuriken were actually that powerful in-game, but that would make the combos a lot less interesting. Also, this game is incredibly violent, even more so than the previous game, if you were not aware of that. And there was Itagaki's credit, this being the last game that he directed in the Ninja Gaiden series. Afterwards, Yosuke Hayashi took over. Ninja Gaiden 2 actually is, compared to Ninja Gaiden Black, a bit more polarizing as a game. But it is nowhere near as polarizing as the Hayashi-directed games are. Also, Ryu briefly saved Sonya, but failed to do anything with that. Alright, let's get into the game proper. This game throws you right into things. Woo. And I'm already screwing up. Here is the big mechanic of the game, the obliteration technique. When you cut off a guy's arm or leg or whatever, you can just hit them with a heavy attack, take them out, and get a decent amount of yellow essence off of that. At level 1, it looks like the Dragon Sword does not have much in the way of capabilities. As you can see, the level 1 UT is a bit more fanciful there. Let's finish this guy off with a level 2. And same as before, you do get more yellow essence for finishing enemies with special techniques. I don't know if the multiplication rates are exactly the same, though. Alright, let's head on into the shop and see what the deal is. Sorry for the mess, Muramasa. I guess it wasn't Ryu's fault, though.
If it isn't Ryu.
Man, those are some impressive eyebrows.
They were minions of the Black Spider plan.
Ryu actually has a different voice actor from his,
We haven't heard from them.
from who portrayed him in the previous game, although it's a guy who sounds extremely similar to the other guy. Neither of them are big-time actors, so I don't know their names offhand.
She was looking for you. She said it was about the Archfiend.
Ooh, the Archfiend.
The Archfiend.
Yes, Ryu. Alright, so let's get over it this way. I have seen plenty of this game via video, so I know that there is in fact a save point over here. New mechanic introduced to Ninja Gaiden 2. Also, this is actually a problem I was having when I played the game originally. When I have Ryu go forward, he just kind of starts walking. I'm not doing anything with the analog stick. He's just walking forward automatically. I'm not sure if it's a problem with my controller or if that's actually how the game works. I can't imagine that's how the games work, but it's just this game that happens. It's very weird. But also, save statues, the very first time you use them, they heal you. And of course we can make our saves there. And let's see, the other thing I was going to mention, you may have noticed that our health bar had a little bit of red on it. That is the new wounding mechanic in this game, and basically the way that works is that when Ryu takes damage, he can be wounded, and that prevents his HP from recovering to full naturally. When you're not in a battle, your health bar recovers as high as it can go. Here are the basic green ninjas. These guys are quite wimpy. Like Ninja Gaiden Black, it is prudent to kill as many enemies as possible with, what is it? Whoa. Okay, that is the danger of leaving an enemy de-limbed. They can suicide attack you, which is obviously not good. Yeah, I'm already doing pretty badly here, but it's okay. We're just having fun here. Oh, jeez. Get off. Yeah, I'm used to these guys just blowing themselves up and calling it a day. Well, as you can see, I am nowhere near an expert at this game. What do we got here? This is a scroll telling us how to dodge, which we can do by default anyway. Hey, check it out, I got an achievement. Don't I feel special? Alright, let's finish this guy off. Not a good idea to leave any people de-limbed. Oh. That actually just took those guys out right away. You can de-limb people guaranteed by throwing them into walls with guillotine throws. Oh, jeez. I'm getting hit by those grabs something fierce. Yeah, I definitely need to learn how this game works in comparison to the first one. But that's okay. One thing about Essence in this game that I've noticed is that when you finish a fight and just walk away, any that's floating in the air, it'll just fly towards you. Essence disappearing on you isn't nearly as much of a worry, but this new mechanic also makes it a lot harder to carry it into future encounters. I'm a lot more used to Razor's Edge, so I may be attempting to slide kick into enemies a lot more often. Ow, that was lame. And let's just take that guy off in a more fanciful way. Gotta experiment with combos here. Let's just drop down and see if there's anything down here. Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Another scroll. This is just telling us that we can do wall jumps. Hooray. All of this is pretty handy if you haven't played the first game, I'm assuming. Or maybe it isn't. Hey, check it out. I feel so good here. classic Xbox 360 achievements. Okay, so we start with counterattacks by default, and the way it works in this game is a little bit different. You'll see Ryu kind of throws up his swords there. You have to make sure it collides with an enemy attack, and then he'll launch his counterattack. And let's just finish these guys off. And good, good, good. Alright. Now let's see. How do you bring up the karma counter in this game? Let's see. Hitting the back button just brings up settings. Actually, is it in there? Yeah, Ryu just walking forward there, independent of my, what is this? Analog stick movement, sorry. I'm just looking at these options here, and, yeah, okay, we'll just, ignore all that. And, let's see, get salty while blocking. Whatever. We'll open up this chest here. And hey, we get Art of the Inferno, and something pretty sweet about this game, in comparison, is that we get 3 Ninpo to start with instead of 1, so puts us in a better situation. Over there is a crystal skull. How do I get to it? Let's see. Feel like I should be able to get to it from here. Well, you know what? Oh, that didn't work at all. Oh, well. Oh boy, I'm bad. Haha. Yep, grabs are, get quite nasty, in the, post Ninja Gaiden Black installments. They come out very fast, very furious. I was trying to do a, what was it, on-landing, ultimate technique there, but, I kind of screwed up. Oh, hey, let's, just take these guys out. Yeah, as you can see, the visual effects on ultimate techniques in this game way more fanciful than they were in the first game. And counterattacks have quite the good odds of de-limbing these guys. Want to finish with obliteration techniques as often as you can. Let's climb back up here. Can I climb back up? Yes. Okay, you just walk into it. So used to Ninja Gaiden Black where there's an action prompt for it. Alright, let's see here. So we got this. Oh, walked off. Let's do that again. So I don't know if I'll ever give this game a proper Let's Play, because I am not particularly good at these games and definitely need a better functioning controller. Okay, there we go. Just grab this crystal skull right here. What do these do for us? Well, apparently nada. Well, we'll find out in due time. I believe when you collect enough crystal skulls, it gives you a discount at shops. And there is some red essence, but I did not actually use any Ninpo there, so that does not help me in the slightest. Let's, okay, 5,100 yellow essence, not so bad so far. Let's get up and over here, and, oh, looks like we got new enemies here. Mages! Hey, we have, what is it? Flying Swallow, we start with that. I wasn't sure if we actually had that at our disposal. Ooh, getting a good number of guys there. Let's see if I can't hit these guys. This one? There we go. Yeah, just focusing on getting money up so that I can actually upgrade stuff when I get to the first shop. Yeah, level 1 weapons have lousy combo ability. I'm trying to do different combos here, but it doesn't look like I have too many at my disposal. Oh hey, lives of 1,000 gods. Let's get that life upgrade going right away. And unlike Ninja Gaiden Black, these life upgrades actually heal you when you use them. Very nice. So, while I'm thinking of it, I was going to go into a little detail about the Fiend Challenge and how it works in Ninja Gaiden Sigma. It's a little bit different there. Hey, Herb of the Spiritual Life. That is the replacement of the Elixir of Spiritual Life. It is a small healing item. But in Ninja Gaiden Sigma, the challenge is pretty substantially different. This is because the several changes to the game change up what is actually viable there. In particular, that trick that I showed was standing on the platform and just launching Dabi Laro UTs. That does not work at all for several reasons. The first that I showed in the Sigma video that I made, the Berserkers will hit you with their little flame mine attack when you're standing on there, so you can't stand on the platform and be completely safe. Additionally, around the platform, they added dead zones that just completely disable any tangibility on Ryu's attacks that he makes around there, as well as attacks that he receives, so you can actually stand by them for safety, interestingly enough. Finally, the Dabilaro has had the vertical tolerance of its ultimate technique greatly reduced, so you cannot count on it to actually, hit anything while it's not on the same plane as who you're attacking. So that's a no-go anymore. They just removed that entirely, which is a pretty big shame. Now, as far as doing it legitimately, it's a lot harder because while you can do the camera trick to keep them off of you, it does not stop their flame mine attack anymore, which is really, really rude, actually. It's really annoying that they change it to be like that. Why are all these guys delimbed? That's so weird. Oh, to demo the... I get it. Okay, that makes sense now. I was just thinking... But yeah, it's a lot harder to do safely. It is probably fully possible, it's just not something I'm interested in trying. As far as a cheese strat, though, there is one, and I demoed it and actually completed the challenge that way in my original Let's Play. You can stand in the entrance of the elevator, going back to the save statue in the hidden underground, and from there, you can charge up ultimate techniques with the Lunar, and Berserkers will walk in, but they will not attack you, and it's in those situations where you can safely hit them with ultimate techniques. It is very, very slow and very boring, though. It's like, it takes an hour and a half to beat it that way. And that's why I'm absolutely not doing the challenge in Ninja Gaiden Sigma. It is just not worth it at all for the headaches that it would cause me. So yeah, we're just passing by on that. Okay, that was not too bad. Now remember here that we can go to the opposite ends of this waterway and find some extra treasure, as well as extra fights, of course. I gotta say, the combos with the level 1 weapon is very uninteresting so far, hoping that I get a chance to upgrade soon. Ow, whiff. Thought there was a legless guy walking around, so I was looking for him, but it looks like I was wrong. And let's just finish this guy off. Very nice. Juicy. Okay, so what do we got here? You may notice that my commentary is a lot weaker when I'm doing things blind. That's why I'm not particularly a fan of doing things blind. I prefer to know what to expect going into a game and be able to comment on it accordingly. I'm a much weaker blind player. So, sorry if this hasn't been terribly interesting so far, though it is amusing to see me fail miserably. It's also amusing to see my controller act weirdly. I don't know why Ryu just drifts forward. This controller doesn't do that with any other game. Through various reasons, I actually have like 4 wireless controllers, I've never really bothered to try with them, mostly because I just don't like having to change AA batteries in my controller. When I'm not Let's Playing something, I don't use this 360 nearly consistently enough. Those batteries would just go dead before I'd even be able to use them. Let's get that guy out of there. And, of course, take this into the water. And it's fun to nail guys with shurikens. Yeah, this ultimate technique, not as strong as I'd hope, but it is fun to use, if nothing else. Bodies on top of bodies. So you've probably noticed right away that the number of enemies on screen at any given time in Ninja Gaiden 2 much higher. In fact, you can get pretty high counts on here if you deliberately trigger multiple fights and get them to all stack on each other, because they will chase you down. You can get like upwards of 20 enemies on screen. Obviously, it's not a very good idea to do that unless you have a very good strategy for doing so, but, you know, it is fun to mess around with. Oh dear. Yeah, I know full well about the extreme sniping capability of the enemies in this game. It is really widely hated. This is also where people like to use Art of the Inferno. Yeah, use it right there, just take those guys out like they ain't no thing. Oh hey, there's a crystal skull up there. Let's see it. Let's see. Okay, I can jump up on this tree, get up here, there we go. See, I can solve the limited puzzles that this game has. Just take that. I'm sure there will be some payoff to these. Yeah, I did watch, like, this 100% speed run of this game, and apparently their definition of 100% was just doing all the encounters, because they did not bother getting the crystal skulls, which kind of struck me as a little weird, honestly. Gotta keep an eye on my time here, I just want this to run for 30 minutes. And finish this guy off. Juicy. Ryu is even more brutal in this game, though thankfully he does not really attack any members of the unsuspecting public, unlike that poor train conductor. That is the most tragic character in all of Ninja Gaiden. Nice. What do we got over here? I guess I should just go back up top. I just wanted to grab this treasure chest because I saw it, and it's there. As part of my compulsion is to grab treasure. Let's see, anything else I want to comment on? Well, I'll probably comment on this in the next video when it becomes relevant, but I screwed up as far as collection and 100%ing the game goes. I missed a, a Life of the Gods, so we will not be able to actually get the full number of life upgrades, although that is not as big a deal as you'd think. The one that I missed was in the Path of Fire. When you activate the switch to bring down the flame wall, there's a treasure to collect, and I did not collect the treasure in the room. That is the Life of the Gods that I will be missing. It is not a big deal, though, because there is one more life upgrade in the game than it actually takes to cap your life bar, so if I got all of them, there would be a useless one anyway, so it all works out. And honestly, it might be for the best. Okay, there's the Flying Swallow scroll. Will I get my achievement next time I use Flying Swallow? Hey, Devil Way Mushroom. That is, of course, the Nimpo restoration. What's notable about Ninja Gaiden 2 and Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 is that there is no Tier 2 Nimpo restoration. There is just the Tier 1. I guess they felt Tier 2 was too powerful for that. Yay, there we go. Another achievement. I feel special. And here's where the famous Ninja Gaiden 2 frame rate issues are starting to come into play. This game does not handle as many enemies as well as it likes to think it does. But I do know that on Xbox One X this runs a lot better, so if you're interested in playing this game and you have that console, that would be the way to do it. Oh dear. Okay, ooh, I just want to get this mage. Oh jeez, yeah, he's gonna blow up. Get him! Hey, there's the decap I was hoping for. And this should do some good damage here. Yeah, this game's got very stiff and weird controls to me. I don't know. I've never been completely sold on how this game controls. It feels kind of awkward to me, although it definitely looks very impressive when people do it well. Granted, seeing people play this game at a high level, you usually see them stand in corners and just charge up ultimate techniques, or toss guys into walls so they can obliteration technique them. It's not terribly interesting to see challenge runs of this game. If you want to see a really good run of this game, though, that actually makes full use of all the weapons and the combos available, you should check out the YouTube channel Iconoclast. He has a Master Ninja playthrough that's really impressive to see. He uses up all the weapons, doesn't resort on just using ultimate techniques or obliteration techniques, and doesn't use any healing items in between save points except in the Test of Valor, which is very impressive and well done. Also, hey, the Lunar. As you can see, the Lunar starts off in its level 2 form in this game. I guess they felt a simple staff was just not nearly as cool or violent enough for this game. We'll heal and save here, and there is also not necessarily a real-time weapon switching system, but we can now change our equipment within this little menu that comes up by using the directional pad. You can switch through all our projectiles, weapons, Nimpo, and use items at the very bottom. Not the same as the real-time item system in Ninja Gaiden Sigma, but definitely much more convenient than how it was in Ninja Gaiden Black. Yeah, it's probably awkward seeing Black, and there's not any real-time weapon switching or item usage or anything like that. Apparently Itagaki really wanted it like that because he wants people to stick to the weapon that they go into battles with, which if he wanted people to do that, he probably shouldn't have made the weapons so imbalanced or varying in use. So we're going to use the Lunar just because it's more exciting to use. And I am doing terrible here, jeez. I know this weapon has extremely brutal obliteration techniques. and got a different type of ultimate technique here. As you can see, no longer any spinning, it's more of a bona fide combo, though there is a spinning one available when you upgrade it to level 2, and it's very powerful. I'm trying to obliteration technique these guys. It's not activating quite as consistently as... Oh, jeez, I knew that was going to happen. No! Here we go. Ouch. Yeah, well, that was the end of the encounter anyway, so not a big deal. What do you got for me? Huh. Well, isn't that some interesting lore there? I didn't really read much of it other than that guy was apprehensive about using obliteration techniques. What do you got for me? Oh, hey, guys coming up from behind. I've already used the ultimate technique several times, but sure, we will take the opportunity. That guy is decapped. Let's see if I can't get the yellow essence off of him. Oh, never mind. Okay, I see. It's spawning yellow essence for us right away. Haha, now that's cool. I like that. Come on, let's do it again. Burn! Cool stuff. Oh, I got the counter there. I was just kind of mashing buttons, which is my general strategy when I first play games on the normal difficulty. But hey, we won. Alright, what do we got in here? Another treasure chest? My kind of thing. Get some nice yellow essence there. Thanks for finally explaining what yellow essence does, but don't worry, I have played the previous game, so I know that. I appreciate that you're being thoughtful of the people who have not played the previous game, though. Man, that is some intense viscera. Wonder if Ryu's psychopathy is being exacerbated by this. Yeah, whatever. And let's just see if this takes this guy out. Does not look like it. But that's okay. Stop drifting forward, Ryu. And hey, what do we got here? Why, it's a Muramasa statue once again. Sadly, there is no in-person Muramasa shop anymore, just the statues. Alright, what do we got here? So, you can buy Talismans of Rebirth, which I don't really have the money for. Got the other upgraded healing item, the Grains of Spiritual Life. Unlike, wow, that was a elaborate description. Unlike the Great Spirit Elixir, this is not necessarily a full heal, it's just a very big heal. And hey, we do have enough money for upgrades. What to go with? Oh, decisions. You know what, let's do the Dragon Sword. We can go back to it, see what fun things we can do with it. We will be ending our soiree into Ninja Gaiden 2 very soon, though. Done just about enough time to actually say that this is a proper video. Okay. Well, killed those bats. Messed those bats up something fierce. You know what, I'd rather not bother reading. Sorry, Hikage-o. Alright. Do I have Izuna drop? Yes! Haha, there we go. That's what I was hoping for. Good stuff, good stuff. And I see treasure. My compulsion's taking control of me once again. Another Devil Way mushroom. Sweet stuff, sweet stuff. Also, you probably saw that my elixir, or not elixirs, my herbs of spiritual life are full up. You have a very small carrying capacity in this game, only 3, and that's universal. Which, I mean, I guess that's not a way they challenge you going into the higher difficulties, at least. Alright, let's drop down here. And what do we got coming down here? Let's see, it does not look like we have anything this way, so let's just examine our corpsey friend here. What do you got for me, friend? Another book. This is a guy talking about how he fails to dodge. Sad. Where are you going? Hey, get back here. Eh. Making me look like a fool here. I do that just fine by myself. Thank you. I do not need your help. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, I am bad at this game. It's okay, though. We're just here to have fun. I'm not trying to impress anybody. If I was, I would do way better. And yeah, I am doing quite bad, so we'll just take that guy out the boring way. Let's get that yellow essence there. Oh, hey, I got more Ninpo. May as well use it more freely here since we've got more of it at our disposal. Man, I want to kill these mages, but they are not making it easy for me. Hey, juicy decapitation. And take this guy down for a ride, and there we go. Now we actually have combos to make use of. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright, let's head on our way. Well, actually, you know what? I think we can call this a successful Ninja Gaiden 2 session. I'll get to the next save point on my own time, but we are coming at the end of the Fiend Challenge now, so let's see what our reward is. Oh, man! That was not my idea of a good evening, but I did it. I managed to complete the 120 Berserker Fiend Challenge. And unlike when I did it in Ninja Gaiden Sigma so many years ago, I did not do it using a Ultimate Technique cheese strat. I did it fair and square. Oh boy, that was brutal. That was extremely, extremely brutal. And you know what? That is not the last Fiend Challenge we have this chapter. There's another one that is arguably just as bad, although it is a little bit shorter, if nothing else. However, that is not the important thing. The important thing is our reward, the final Spirit of the Devils in the game. Once we use this, we will now have 5 Ninpo slots. You want to know something? That was not worth it in the slightest. But hey, we got it. We can say we fully completed upgrading Ryu in this game once we collect the remaining lives of the gods. So, since I don't want to have any risk of having to do any of that over again, we're going to take the safe route back to saving and just use the elevator to use the save statue down here. When we come back, we will be taking on the next and final Fiend Challenge of the game, the Great Bridge Square Challenge. It's a little bit easier, but it is going to be the moment where all the Ninpo that we've been gathering will be put to use. I hope you enjoy, but that will be for next time. Until then, goodbye.